I'm going to start this thing by reading a poem I wrote a week or two ago. I very rarely write a poem. It's not like I sit down and say, now I'm going to write a poem and try to write a poem. It's either something I feel compelled to write one for some reason, and that's probably why I've written like 2 poems in my entire life. I actually did feel compelled to write this, and I didn't start off as a poem. It sort of started off as like me trying to document an experience, like I don't know, is it a spiritual experience, a mental experience, a dream experience. I kind of woke up and this stuff was going on in my head or, within me at some level. Anyway, so I tried to document it, and it's kind of come out as like a poem. Strictly speaking, as far as poetry etiquette is concerned, perhaps that wouldn't even be classified as a poem. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a poem. So I'll read it to you. And I don't know, some dialogue may kind of, ensue at the end of my reading this poem as a result of having read the poem and my brain clicking into gear in some way, because I only woke up like, I don't know, an hour ago or something. I've been trying to set all this up with the logistics and a light there and all this sort of shit. It's like, what is it, 6:22 in the morning here at the moment. I do have to work today. It's a bit later on. I'll probably try to get a bit more sleep before I go to work. But anyway, so here it is. I wrote this on Sunday, the 3rd of April, 2016. It's called SOS and The Lighthouse Man. I'll try to put myself in the poetry voice, dude. However that's supposed to be. A small voice. Her SOS bleeds without there being blood. I'll start again. A small voice. Her SOS bleeds without there being blood. Out my ears, from inside my hearing. And I must arise from the deep. Get up, arise from my sleep. Get up and wash away the deep. Step sore feet outside my sleep. To see the outside world and act upon it. To be purposeful, hard. But do not wake too soon, so soon as to allow only clamouring. Stay soft still, as the world begins to encroach, and I remember, not for sentimentality or its useless sake, but for a chance I might still hear and thereby locate the whereabouts of the voice of the SOS, the girl lost to her worst imaginings, or are they my own? Remember first the shame, the great shame, the SOS, the small voice, without face or name, whose call I heard to answer, but to whom I never came, and duties begin again. So, anyway, so that's kind of the way I wake up sometimes, I guess, in that kind of, between zones, whether it's, life and death or it's sleep and consciousness. That's a poem, but, I just kind of know if I was to write that and put it in, social media somewhere, no one's going to read it. No one ever reads my posts. What I might do in the event this does actually get any hits is say now, go and read some of my posts for Christ's sake. I've got quite a few on LinkedIn, my LinkedIn profile. One's called Soldiers of Truth. It's a good post. If you bother to actually fucking read it, it's a good post. I've got another one called Is Western Democracy Up for Grabs? Again, it's a good post. There's nothing wrong with it.